Hello, welcome back to the course. The UK Parliament introduced protected characteristics as a crucial component of the single equality legislation. In this module, we're going to know what these protected characteristics are and what is referred by these characteristics when it comes to discrimination. So, what are the protected characteristics? The protected characteristics are age, disability, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, race, religion or belief, sex, sexual orientation. It is illegal to discriminate, harass or victimise any individual based on protected characteristics. Now, let's have a look at all these characteristics one by one. Age. The protected characteristic of age refers to a person of a particular age group or persons of the same age group. An age group is a group of persons defined by reference to age, whether a particular age or a range of ages. Disability. A disabled person is defined as someone who has a physical or mental impairment, and the impairment has a substantial and long-term adverse effect on their ability to carry out normal day-to-day activities. The law refers to a disabled person as a person who has a particular disability or a group of persons who have the same disability. Gender reassignment. A person has the protected characteristic of gender reassignment if the person is proposing to undergo, is undergoing or has undergone a process or part of a process to reassign the person's sex by changing physiological or other attributes of sex. Marriage and civil partnership. The protected characteristic of marriage and civil partnership entails a married person or a civil partner or persons who are married or are civil partners. Pregnancy and maternity. Pregnancy refers to the state of being pregnant or expecting a child. Maternity refers to the period following the birth and is associated with maternity leave in the workplace. In the non-work context, women are protected from maternity discrimination or 26 weeks after giving birth, which includes being treated unfavourably because she is breastfeeding. Race. A racial group is a group of persons defined in accordance with race, and a reference to a person's racial group is a reference to a racial group into which the person falls. The race includes colour, nationality, caste, and ethnic or national origins. The protected characteristic of race protects a person of a particular racial group and persons of the same racial group. A racial group comprising two or more distinct racial groups does not prevent it from constituting a particular racial group. Religion or belief. Religion means any religion or a reference to a lack of religion. Belief is defined as any religious or philosophical belief or a reference to a lack of belief. A person of a particular religion or belief and a group of persons of the same religion or belief are referred to and protected under this characteristic. Sex. The characteristic of sex is a reference to a person's biological gender or gender expression. Throughout history, women had and still continue to fight for equality. Sexual orientation. Sexual orientation means a person's sexual orientation towards persons of the same sex, persons of the opposite sex, persons of either sex. person who is of a particular sexual orientation and a group of persons who are of the same sexual orientation fall under the protection of this characteristic. And that's all for this lesson. We got to know what the protected characteristics are under UK legislation and what they entail when it comes to discrimination. In the next module, we'll talk about inappropriate behaviour and toxic work culture. See you there.